Everything you believe about precision rifle engineering points to Germany or Austria. That belief is wrong. The country actually setting the modern standard builds its own rifles and its own hunting ammunition inside the same factory, and almost nobody outside the hunting world has noticed. Our number one pick walked away from a feeding system used for decades, and it got faster, not slower, because of it. Let's get into it. Number 7 on this list is the Tikka T1x MTR. This rifle proves that Finnish manufacturing discipline does not disappear once you drop down to rimfire. Tikka built the T1x specifically for hunters who wanted a training platform, not a toy. The rifle mirrors the exact bedding surfaces, receiver footprint, and trigger housing of the full-size centerfire T3x. That decision turns cheap range time into real muscle memory for big game season. Here is what most people miss about this rifle. A shooter can pull a T1x barreled action and drop it straight into an aftermarket T3x stock without modification. Very few rimfire trainers on the market offer that kind of direct crossover into a centerfire chassis. This bolt-action rifle weighs under 6 pounds and comes chambered in either 22 long rifle or 17 HMR. It feeds from a 10-round detachable box magazine, the same capacity found on the classic Ruger 1022 rotary system. The cold hammer forged barrel uses a medium-heavy crossover profile built for thermal stability without adding front-end weight. The trade-off here is caliber ceiling. This rifle will never touch big game, so it only earns its keep as a trainer or a small game tool. Serious cross-training shooters and rimfire hunters get the most value from this rifle. Next on the list, a rifle that refuses to commit to a single cartridge at all. Number 6 on this list is the Ensio KAR-21. Tony Karajamis designed this rifle to solve a problem most manufacturers never even attempted: a semi-automatic platform that jumps between intermediate and full-power cartridges on one frame. Ensio Firearms builds the KAR-21 in Finland for hunters who need both driven game speed and full-power stopping capability. Multi-caliber semi-automatics traditionally stayed locked within a single cartridge length, forcing shooters to buy separate rifles for separate power classes. Here is the engineering decision that changed everything. Swapping this rifle from .223 Remington to .308 Winchester takes one Allen key and 4 components: the barrel assembly, the bolt head, the magazine well insert, and the magazine itself. No armorer required, no separate receiver. This rifle weighs 8.16 pounds in either configuration and runs on a short-stroke gas piston system paired with a rotating bolt. The upper features a full-length Picatinny top rail and M-lock handguard slots. Compared to the Tikka T3x, this rifle trades bolt-action simplicity for semi-automatic follow-up speed at a real weight penalty. The trade-off is cost and complexity. A dual-caliber semi-automatic demands tighter tolerances, and that shows up in the price tag. Hunters running driven hog operations or tactical crossover work get the most out of this system. Next on the list, a rifle that drops the gas system completely for a straight pull built on 6 moving parts. Number 5 on this list is the Lynx TD15 from Pirkan Ase. Torsti Laaksonen founded this company in 1979, and his family still builds every rifle around a single philosophy: speed on driven game beats everything else. Pirkan Ase engineered the TD15 around the patented Lynx 94 action, a straight pull mechanism built specifically for European-driven hunts, where game moves fast through dense timber. Traditional turn-bolt rifles demand 4 separate hand motions to cycle around. This rifle cuts that down to one linear pull and push. Here is what most people miss about this rifle. The entire bolt assembly runs on only 6 components, and the 2 locking lugs sit at the rear of the action instead of the front. That rear lug placement shortens bolt travel dramatically. which is the real reason this rifle cycles faster than a conventional turn-bolt design. This rifle weighs up to 7.9 pounds and chambers everything from .223 Remington to .375 Ruger. The takedown stock uses a precision-milled aluminum middle block, and removing a single screw from the buttstock breaks the whole rifle down for transport. Compared to the Ensio KAR-21, this rifle sacrifices caliber switching for raw cycling speed. The trade-off is price. Hand-built straight pull actions from a boutique shop cost real money, and this rifle sits in luxury territory. Hunters working driven bore or stag drives get the most value from this system. Next on the list, a rifle that chases a different kind of speed, the kind that comes from cutting weight for the climb. Number 4 on this list is the Sako S20 Peak and Quest Ultra. Sako built these models as purpose-made mountain rifles, and the Peak configuration starts at roughly 5.7 pounds unloaded. This rifle exists for one reason. Backcountry hunters, climbing thousands of feet, cannot afford to carry excess steel and wood on their backs. Sako took the 90 series platform and stripped it down without touching the mechanical foundation that makes it reliable. Here is what most people miss about this rifle. The Quest Ultra variant uses a carbon-wrapped match barrel instead of a standard fluted steel barrel, and that carbon wrap dissipates heat while cutting forward weight even further than the Peak configuration alone. Most hunters assume lightweight barrels sacrifice accuracy for the weight savings. This construction method avoids that trade-off entirely. This rifle weighs approximately 5.7 pounds and chambers everything from 6.5 Creedmoor to 300 Winchester Magnum. The stock uses a proprietary carbon fiber layup process, and the cold hammer forged barrel comes fluted from the factory. Compared to the Lynx TD-15, this rifle sheds nearly 2 pounds while sacrificing the straight pull speed advantage entirely. The trade-off is recoil management. A rifle this light, in a magnum caliber, kicks harder than a heavier field gun, and that only matters if a hunter cannot handle a stiffer recoil impulse. Backcountry and high-altitude hunters get the most value from this platform. Next on the list, a rifle that refuses to pick a lane between hunting rig and match rifle. Number 3 on this list is the Sako S20. Sako introduced this rifle in 2020 to solve a problem hunters had lived with for decades. A rifle built for match-grade precision rarely handles like a true hunting rig, and vice versa. Sako engineered the S20 around a hybrid design philosophy from the ground up. Rather than modifying an existing hunting action for competition use, the company built an internal aluminum chassis system first and wrapped the hunting and tactical configurations around it afterward. Here is the engineering decision that changed everything. The aircraft-grade aluminum chassis absorbs all recoil forces directly, not the outer polymer shell. That means temperature swings and humidity changes have almost no effect on this rifle's zero. A wood or standard synthetic stock would normally let those shifts move point of impact. Hunters can swap between a thumbhole hunting stock and a vertical grip tactical stock without touching that core chassis at all. This rifle weighs up to 8.15 pounds and chambers from 243 Winchester to 300 Winchester Magnum. The receiver uses a 3-lug bolt with a full-length body to prevent binding, and the top rail comes machined directly into the receiver steel. Compared to the Sako S20 Peak, this rifle trades backcountry weight savings for chassis rigidity and match-grade repeatability. The trade-off is weight and price. This rifle costs more and carries more than a dedicated lightweight hunting rig, and that only matters if a hunter never plans to shoot competition distances. Hybrid hunters who also compete get the most value from this system. Next on the list, a rifle that has already earned the trust of more American hunters than almost any other name on this countdown. Number 2 on this list is the Tikka T3x. This rifle passed 1 million units produced. and that number alone separates it from every boutique name on this countdown. Tikka manufactures the T3x inside the same Rihimaki facility as its Sako siblings, and every single unit leaves that factory tested to guarantee sub-1 MOA accuracy before it ever reaches a dealer. That factory guarantee, not marketing copy, built this rifle's reputation across 3 decades of field use. Here is what most people miss about this rifle. The synthetic stock hides an internal foam core inside the rear butt section, built purely to dampen noise and vibration during field carry. Most hunters never notice this feature exists because it does its job silently, cutting down the metallic rattle that spooks game during a stalk. This rifle weighs up to 7.1 pounds and chambers everything from .223 Remington to .300 Winchester Magnum. The bolt runs a smooth 70-degree throw on a 2-lug design, and the trigger adjusts from 2 to 4 pounds without a gunsmith. Compared to the Sako S20, this rifle sacrifices chassis rigidity and modularity for a dramatically lower price point. The trade-off is refinement. This rifle will never match the fit and finish of a Sako action, and that only matters to a hunter chasing heirloom quality over pure function. Working hunters and first-time bolt-action buyers get the most value from this rifle. One rifle beat this one for the top spot, and it did it by rebuilding a feeding system that Tikka never touched. You have waited long enough. Here it is. Number 1 on this list is the Sako 90 series, and this rifle earns the top spot through mechanical decisions most hunters never think to question. Sako replaced the long-standing Sako 85 with the 90 series, and this was not a cosmetic refresh. The company rebuilt the receiver, the feeding system, and the trigger mechanism from the ground up. Sako offers this platform across 7 configurations, including the Hunter, Bavarian, Adventure, Finlight, Peak, Quest, and Varmint. Every single variant shares one core receiver design, giving Sako a platform that scales across every hunting discipline without fragmenting its engineering. Here is the engineering decision that changed everything. Sako abandoned controlled round feed entirely and moved to a 3-lug push feed system borrowed directly from the military, proven Sako TRG sniper platform. Controlled round feed extractors depend on tight rim tolerances, and under fast cycling or high heat, minor brass variations can cause binding. The 90 series solves that problem with dual plunger ejectors that deliver consistent ejection force no matter how fast the bolt cycles. This rifle spans 5 dedicated receiver sizes, from XS to L, meaning bolt travel and receiver weight scale, to the actual cartridge, not a universal frame padded with spacers. The externally adjustable trigger sets to 5 distinct pull weights between 2.1 and 4.2 pounds. No disassembly required. Compared to the Tikka T3x, this rifle adds 3 additional receiver sizes and true external trigger adjustment. Against the Sako 90 Peak, this base hunter configuration trades ultralight carbon construction for broader caliber range and a lower price of entry. The trade-off here is weight. A standard 90 series rifle will never match the Peak configuration on a mountain climb, and that only matters to hunters counting ounces above tree line. Finland did not become a precision rifle powerhouse through legacy or price tags. It got there through obsessive manufacturing discipline, and the Sako 90 proves it. Would you trade a name-brand German rifle for a Sako 90 at the same price point? Drop your answer below. Subscribe if you want firearms breakdowns built on verified specs and documented history, not marketing copy.